They have decided not to renew with the company. That is the Vtubers Silvervale and Vey, formerly of the self-described talent-first company of VShojo. Today, VShojo tweeted an unexpected announcement saying Silvervale and Vey have chosen not to renew their contracts with VShojo. We respect their decision and want to thank them for helping make VShojo what it is today. They will also retain their IP so they can continue as the creators you love. This being a stark difference from FaZe Connect, who in a previous episode we reported their announcement that they would be taking the channels of Froot Yuri offline after her termination. Although it is also key to point out that Silver and Vey made the decision to leave VShojo as opposed to Yuri, who was terminated. Rizky, who had something to say on this matter in particular, tweeted this should be industry standard for agencies that recruit indies or when agencies exit the market for whatever reason, and not their talents. And Louis Lumi tweeted props to VShojo for letting them keep their IP. So many VTuber graduations recently, and a day after they leave, their company sends them and all their content into the void. Meanwhile, Mizuhana said people seem to be patting VShojo on the back for letting Silver and Vey keep their assets, but VShojo never had any claim to them. Hololive keeps the assets because they commissioned and paid for everything. VShojo hires established talent that has their own. And Akane tweeted, both Silver and Vey had their names and model prior to VShojo's creation. The only thing VShojo brought them was a brand to sell their merch and other royalties as a business in content creation. For VShojo to withhold any of that would be asinine. The news of Silver and Vey's departure from VShojo came as a shock to many, including themselves, as Silvervale was streaming whilst the announcement went live and wasn't even told it was going to happen when it did. Her viewers then asked if her and Vey had planned to leave together.
Did you ever make the decision together? No, we made it independently. I mean, the contracts came out and we both independently agreed that we no longer wanted to be a part of VShojo. It was just announced at the same time. At midnight. Wonder why that is. Pretty late. Good thing I'm streaming it.
During her send-off stream, she went on to explain a few things behind her decision, saying there were some persistent factors involved, a lack of support, and general unhappiness.
It was influenced by a lot of different factors, some of which were more recent, while some have persisted since the very beginning. And there were a lot of good times, but there were also a lot of really shitty times. I feel like I wasn't supported in ways that you would otherwise expect when you're being represented. And there are still outstanding circumstances, cha-ching, that we are in the process of resolving. Ultimately, what I want people to take away from this whole situation and this little mini talk is that I decided not to stay because I personally was very, very unhappy. There were times where I was very happy and I really enjoyed being there and I enjoyed a lot of the staff. They were very pleasant to work with, but I was very unhappy, and staying with VShojo was not the best option for me or my business financially or emotionally or mentally going forward. So I decided to leave.
Silver then went on to answer some of the fans' questions, such as whether she was joining OTK, to which she replied with, just because you leave something doesn't mean you are joining something else. Other viewers were quick to ask her about her lore, which was recently released on March the 31st, and written by Lucius Merriweather. In response to this, Silver laughed and said, lore is stupid, it's fun, it's silly, but it literally doesn't matter at all to my streaming career. Later during the stream, Silver opened up on her relationship between other VShojo members, as one viewer asked whether her and Ironmouse were still friends.
Are you and Mousy still friends? I've seen this question a lot in the chat, and I don't wanna I don't know, man. What is a friend? Is it someone that doesn't talk to you for 7 months? I don't know. Next question.
This continued further as she was asked if she was friends with all of VShojo.
I feel like you guys love me for who I am, not the group that I am a part of. Are they still my friends? I think anyone that was a genuine friend of mine in the first place is still going to be my friend. I think a friend is someone that talks to you more than when it is convenient from a business standpoint, and talks to you more than once every 6 months. But I think anyone that was my friend in the first place and is a genuine friend to me will always be a genuine friend to me. And I don't think it matters what group you're in.
Naturally, this set up the VTuber Twitterverse, with Mizuhana tweeting, Silver dipped from VShojo and is throwing shade on the down low. It's actually really funny to watch her talk around calling people out, saying, I will really miss everyone who talk to me regularly outside of work hours without a payment incentive. And other users directly asking VShojo talent like Zentreya, when was the last time you hung out with them? With Zen confirming DMs, collabs, and problems with time zones, but ultimately asking people to be respectful. One Twitter user commented, Silver talked about how she had zero communication with anyone besides besides Vay, as Zen replied with, "Stop spreading misinformation and acting like you know everyone personally." All of the comments led to Zentreya tweeting some additional information, saying speculation and gossip doesn't help the situation. Me, Vay, and Silver have communicated and have been, and while not every day, we try to, occasionally checking in with each other. Zen further added, "It's been a mess and it's hard on all of us. Collabs are harder for us as we all live on different time zones and schedules. I have never had issues with them and still call them friends. It's incredible how Twitter is quick to spread fire instead of just listening." Zen clarified that it's hard to fit in collabs later into the evenings due to community events and a backlog of work being done into the late nights. Continuing on with Silvervale's stream, she described what it was like being part of a company, specifically referring to visibility.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything except increase visibility, and sometimes it doesn't increase your visibility at all. And then it's like, well, shit. This goes to other VTubers or streamers out there. Like, you don't need to be part of a group to feel important or special. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes you just need to focus on yourself and put all that effort into yourself and your content and your community and your stream and be happy by yourself, you know? And surround yourself with genuine people that care about you and love you and believe in you and want to be a part of that journey just for you, you know? So this goes to every streamer out there, a VTuber. Don't feel like you have to be a part of a group to matter, because you don't. You matter just as yourself.
In regards to the future of Silvervale, she has said, content-wise, everything will be exactly the same. She just won't have the word VShojo next to her name anymore, and that she's going indie. As Vay tweeted this image saying indie bzzz. Reactions to the news have been a mixed bag. Zentreya tweeting, "Best wishes to Silver and Vay. They have been absolutely sweet to me and have always been helpful. I had wonderful times with them in VShojo, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for them. Love to both of you." Vay would then reply with, "Love you, Zen." Other well wishes came from a variety of VTubers such as Momote of Yugen tweeting good luck to both of the cuties, Crystalli wishing them both the best, and Sens sending all the love. Ironmouse had a few things to say about the situation on her stream.
Let's just address the elephant in the room. An announcement just has been dropped. Did not expect it to happen today, but I just want to say, I've been sad about it. I've been really stressed about it. But at the end of the day, people make choices and they make decisions that are best for them. And I wish them nothing but best. You know, I wish them nothing but success and but the best.
While Froot also tweeted, "I'm devastated about Vay and Silver leaving VShojo, but I will be happy for them wherever they choose to go. New opportunities will open up for them and I will support them all the way." This tweet was met with some criticism from Twitter users, as some referred to an incident 2 months ago where Silvervale had played Hogwarts Legacy on stream, only to have been met with backlash. Froot went on to donate to a charity supporting gender diverse children, where Froot had typed in the chat, "I love my friends, everyone makes mistakes, it's only human," which was then taken by some users as throwing her under the bus, with one user saying, "You wasted no time throwing her to the wolves when Wizard Game dropped and she had been harassed," and another user saying, "I was very vocal about the Hogwarts Legacy situation, especially in terms of hashtag I stand with Silvervale, but I feel it should be mentioned that Froot took the opposite side and spoke out against JK Rowling, but considering what happened and how badly Silver was harassed, Froot did nothing to speak out against it and seemingly added more fuel to the fire." They went on to speculate, does Froot like Vay? Maybe, but I doubt she likes Silvervale. This, as Minty pointed out, pay attention to how the replies are mostly normal, upset but supportive, or just surprised. Compare that to the quote retweets on Fruit's polite response saying, "If you support trans people, that's throwing Silver under the bus," further stating, "But harassment is never okay though, huh?" Other reactions include this one by Golden Tatsu, who tweeted, "If you blame the trans community or Froot or Silvervale leaving VShojo, please go outside. Going after the trans community for this, especially, is a disgusting take." And Toshi Mama, who said, "Everyone's talking about the transphobic stuff that's been going on, but in my eyes, Vay and Silvervale didn't really fit in VShojo." Meanwhile, Savvy Senpai tweeted, "Going through the comments makes me realize how invested some people are with talent groups. Good and bad, sometimes it seems a bit unhinged. Wishing everyone the best of luck and let people do what's best for them without bringing up every bad thing that they have ever done in life. For the most part, departure has been bittersweet," with Shiro tweeting, "As sad as it is, all journeys come to an end. Silver and Vay will continue to create amazing content and will continue to cheer them on as always. This isn't the end, but merely the next chapter in their story. I can't wait to see what they'll do next. And True the Orca saying, as sad as we are about this, all journeys eventually have an end. Though this is the end of Silver and Vey in VShojo, this only means they will grow, blossom, and flourish even more outside of VShojo as individuals, and continue to pave their own amazing paths. Silvervale tweeted this art of her and Vey by Alex at Maple Keurig, saying indie babes. And in the words of Silvervale,
Indie bitch.
that's all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord, and we record live on twitch.tv. We'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.